Hi, good morning. I'm Jefi Moultrie with Keller Williams.
I'm Fraser Cathy with Keller Williams also.
Excellent. This morning we're going to do a little discussion about what it's like to be a buyer in mid-2013.
Sure, so let's get into that, Jefi, and
Okay.
tell me about the buyer's process from the beginning. What happens? A buyer calls you up or a buyer finds you somehow? What's the first thing you're going to do?
Okay. Well, primarily I do my business by referral, and I have from the very beginning of this job, which I love because I love working with people who have some sort of idea of who I am and what I do and why this job is so important to me. But with that said, when I meet with a buyer, we either meet via phone, because sometimes I'm referred buyers who are out of state, and a lot of times I love to meet my buyers face to face, and I'll make that work, whatever it's going to take to get in and see them. And then we make a needs list.
Gotcha.
A wants and needs list. And
Okay.
what that means is buyer needs 3 bedrooms because they have 2 children and themselves. Buyer needs a 2-car garage. Buyer needs. And so we make that needs list. And then we go through and we make a wants list so that if we could find the needs and the wants, then this would be the perfect house for them.
Okay.
So that's our number one. That's what we do.
Do we talk about the pre-approval process or what I'm, as a buyer, comfortable in spending a month at all?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
that would be that's step number 2.
Okay.
Some of my buyers come to me with their own lender,
Okay.
which I think is wonderful. I mean, if you have your own lender, I respect that wholeheartedly. If you don't, I have a few lenders that I work with, and I share their names because I think it's really important that the buyer qualifies their own lender and make sure that there's a comfort with that person, because
Sure.
the lending process is a little, you're kind of bearing all, right? So that is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle, in the way that sometimes we have caviar tastes, but we can only afford, some other kind of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's okay, because there is a home for every buyer.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Really. Sometimes we have to adjust the lists a little bit to
Okay.
accommodate the price, but there is a home for every buyer.
Okay, today it's Friday, June 28th, 2013. Tell me a little bit about the inventory out there for a buyer and how proactive we have to be in being ready to go look at it, make an offer, that sort of process.
Right. Okay. So where we are right now is, over the last 7 months, it's really become a seller's market. It's kind of been that slow process. But as of today, most properties that I'm writing offers on are 1 of 5, 1 of 10 offers. Okay, that is the norm right now. And as a new buyer, that's a really hard pill to swallow, because a couple years ago or even a year ago, that really wasn't the standard. So the buyers are getting sometimes very frustrated with the fact of, okay, I'm out, I'm pounding the pavement, I'm doing what you tell me to do, and now I'm 1 of 7 offers and I'm not getting my offer accepted. Okay, so my philosophy is that the more the buyer understands that it's not only them, the more I can work my magic
I'm with you.
on the things that I do to get my offers accepted. And they're little things, but they make a huge difference. And that's my own little trade secret, so I don't know if I want to share it right now.
I'm not going to ask for sharing, but I would imagine, being in the business for a while, that you know a number of agents, and you can use those relationships to slip some people in or get ahead of the queue as such.
Right. And it's so funny, because I love that saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I have a lot of what you know too, but I'm a people person, and I don't burn and turn through things. I stay in touch with my clients just as much as I stay in touch with other agents,
Right.
because they're an integral piece of this puzzle. I can't list every property in San Diego County.
Sure.
As much as I'd like to, I can't. So to stay in touch with other agents that you've had great relationships with, and they know that I do my job. So yes, I can call them and say, hey, Fraser, it's Jefi. I'm writing an offer on your property, and I just want you to know to be expecting it. And if you have any questions, all anybody wants you to do is call them back.
Right.
And that doesn't happen a lot in our business.
So inventory is low, from what I'm hearing you say.
Yes.
In in a lower price range, meaning under 400,000 or under 500,000, there's usually multiple offers.
There's even multiples above that right now. Yeah.
So that would tell me that time is of the essence. That we really need to. If there's a property that comes across for a buyer that they're very interested in, number one, we need to jump on it.
Yep.
We need to make an offer. We need to make a clean offer.
Yep.
Meaning
all the things it means.
all the, and then do your magic and see what happens.
Yes, exactly. You have to be out in the market, writing offers, seeing properties, communicating with me communicating with you. And another thing is that a lot of times, especially in our company, a lot of listings will be presented to us before they hit the multiples. And we get it. It doesn't mean we get it before everybody else. It's not like a pocket listing, because that's actually really looked down upon in our market right now. But what it is it's a chance for us to get in there and see it before anybody else does, and really do our research and make sure the property is worth what it's listed for, and make sure that it's a right fit. And it kind of gives us that ahead of the curve type of advantage.
Okay.
And that's, there's so much more. There's so much more. This is just kind of a little tidbit of what's going on in the market.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, give me a call, 619-729-4185, or Fraser.
619-985-4299.
If you have anything that you'd like us to talk about in our real estate career, any ideas, just write a post underneath the video, and we'll make sure to address that. We'd love to hear from you, and have a great day.
See ya.
Bye-bye.